Emily Parker was a 27-year-old woman living in a small town in Ohio, USA. Every morning she woke up early, made herself a cup of black coffee, and drove to a local grocery store where she worked as a cashier. She smiled at customers, scanned items, and said, "Have a nice day," hundreds of times. Her job paid the bills, but deep inside, Emily wasn't happy. She often looked at the clock and thought, "Is this all my life is going to be?" When she was younger, Emily loved drawing and designing. In high school, her teachers told her she was talented in art. But after graduation, life got busy. Her parents got sick, money was tight, and she had to work instead of going to college. Years passed quickly. Emily's dream of becoming a graphic designer faded into the background. One rainy evening, after finishing her shift, Emily sat in her old car and stared at the wet windshield. She felt tired, not just from work, but from living the same day again and again. She whispered to herself, "Maybe it's too late for me to start again." The next morning, something unexpected happened. A regular customer, Mrs. Lewis, came to the counter and said to Emily, "Emily, you always draw such nice doodles on the receipts. You should do something with your art." Emily smiled politely, but those words stayed in her mind all day. That night, she couldn't sleep. She kept thinking, what if I really try? Just once. So the next week, after work, Emily looked online for free design courses. She found one on a website that taught graphic design basics. She signed up. At first, it was hard. She was tired after work, and her old laptop froze many times. She made mistakes. Sometimes she wanted to quit. But every time she remembered what Mrs. Lewis had said, "Do something with your art." Weeks turned into months. Slowly, Emily learned new skills. She stayed up late practicing with online tools and tutorials. She even started posting her designs on social media. One day, a small bakery owner in her town saw her art online and sent her a message. "Hi, Emily. I love your designs. Could you make a new logo for my bakery?" Emily was nervous, but said yes. She designed a warm, cozy-looking logo with a loaf of bread and a smiling sun. The bakery loved it and paid her $200. It was her first real project. Emily couldn't stop smiling. After that, more people started asking for her designs, posters, flyers, and logos. Within a year, she had enough work to leave her cashier job and start her own small design business from home. One afternoon, she went back to the grocery store to visit her old coworkers. Her manager smiled and said, "Emily, you really did it. You followed your dream." Emily replied softly, "Yes, I just took the first step and everything changed." Now, Emily tells young people in her town, don't wait for the perfect time. Start small. One small step today can change your tomorrow. You don't need a perfect plan to begin. Even one small step toward your dream can open a new door in life.